Have you ever felt like your mind needs protection? Like the chaos of daily life, the anxieties, the anger, the attachments are slowly overwhelming you. The ancient Buddhist masters understood this struggle intimately, and they left us something remarkable. 4 meditation practices specifically designed to shield our minds from inner turmoil and external dangers. These aren't just relaxation techniques. These are the 4 protective meditations, practices so powerful that monastics have relied on them for over 2,000 years to find safety, clarity, and peace. Today, we're going to explore these 4 guardians of the mind: the recollection of the Buddha's virtues, the contemplation of the body's impurity, the mindfulness of death, and loving kindness meditation. Each one serves a specific purpose. Each one protects you from a different kind of suffering, and together they create an unshakable foundation for deeper spiritual practice. What's beautiful about these meditations is that they're not abstract philosophy. They're practical tools you can use right now. Whether you're dealing with fear, craving, anger, or just the general restlessness of being human in the 21st century. Let's begin with the first shield. The first protective meditation is the recollection of the Buddha's virtues. This practice helps you cultivate deep faith, inner peace, and protection from mental afflictions by contemplating the extraordinary qualities of the Buddha. The Buddha possessed 9 supreme virtues, and each one reveals something profound about the nature of awakening. You don't need to memorize all 9 right away. The practice invites you to choose just one quality that resonates with your heart and explore it deeply. Let me walk you through these 9 virtues so you can feel their meaning. First, Araham means worthy of offerings. The Buddha completely destroyed every trace of mental defilement. His body, speech, and mind were perfectly pure, making him truly worthy of reverence and respect. Second, Sama Sambuddho, perfectly self-enlightened. He didn't learn the path from anyone else. Through his own effort and wisdom, he discovered the complete truth and became a fully awakened being. Third, Vijja Karana Sampanno, perfect in knowledge and conduct. The Buddha mastered both wisdom and virtue, both understanding and action. He wasn't just a philosopher or just a saint. He embodied the complete integration of both. Fourth, Sugato, the fortunate one. He attained the supreme happiness of nirvana and taught the Dharma to bring benefit and peace to all beings. Fifth, Lokavidu, knower of the worlds. He understood completely the 3 realms of existence: the sensual realm, the form realm, and the formless realm. Nothing about the nature of reality was hidden from him. Sixth, Anuttaro Purisadhamma Sarathi, unsurpassed trainer of persons. The Buddha was the supreme teacher, able to guide anyone ready to be taught toward liberation. His skillfulness in teaching was unmatched. Seventh, Sattva-deva Manusanam, teacher of gods and humans. Both celestial beings and human beings turned to him for guidance. His wisdom transcended all realms. Eighth, simply Buddho, the awakened one. He was fully awake to reality as it truly is, free from the sleep of ignorance. And ninth, Bhagava, the Blessed One. He possessed the most fortunate karmic fruits and was honored throughout the world for his boundless merit. Now, here's how you practice. Choose one of these virtues that speaks to you. Maybe you're drawn to his perfect wisdom. or his compassionate teaching, or his complete purity. Sit quietly and contemplate its meaning. Repeat it in your mind, feeling its depth. As you do this, visualize the Buddha in whatever form feels most sacred to you. See him with clarity and devotion. When the image becomes stable, focus your mind on both the virtue and the presence of the Buddha. Don't just think about the words. Feel the quality itself, trying to awaken in your own heart. If you were fortunate enough to have known the Buddha in a past life, his image might arise spontaneously. When it does, continue focusing on the meaning of his virtue, not just the visual form. As you practice this way, your concentration deepens. Eventually, the image may fade, but a feeling of his virtue remains. Your mind becomes steady, peaceful, protected. The 5 factors of meditative absorption begin to arise, and you can reach access concentration, the gateway to deeper states of peace. This meditation doesn't just calm you, it transforms your relationship with trust, devotion, and the possibility of awakening itself. The second protective meditation might seem challenging at first, but its power is undeniable. It's the contemplation of the body's impurity, a practice that helps you overcome sensual craving and attachment to the body, whether your own or another person's. We live in a culture obsessed with physical beauty, youth, and desirability. Advertising, social media, entire industries are built on making you crave and chase after the body. This meditation cuts through that illusion with surgical precision. The practice works in 2 ways. You can contemplate a corpse going through the 10 stages of decomposition, or you can systematically reflect on the 32 parts of the body, recognizing their inherently unclean nature. Let me name the 32 parts so you understand what we're working with. Hair, body hair, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, sinews, bones, bone marrow, kidneys, heart, liver, diaphragm, spleen, lungs, intestines. When you list them this way, stripped of romantic language and cultural conditioning, the body reveals itself as a collection of biological processes, nothing more. Not disgusting, but not inherently beautiful either. Just what it is. 32 parts, each impermanent, each subject to decay. For the meditation itself, you can focus on an actual corpse if you have access to one in a medical or monastic setting. More commonly, you visualize a corpse of the same gender as yourself, one you've seen before or can imagine clearly. Make it as vivid and as unsettling as possible. Hold that image steady. Note to yourself, impure, impure. As you do this, the learning sign emerges, a mental image that feels almost real. Keep focusing. Eventually, the image transforms into what's called the counterpart sign, perhaps appearing as a large figure lying down. At this point, you can reach the first stage of deep meditative absorption. This isn't about hating the body or developing disgust toward yourself or others. It's about seeing clearly. When you recognize the body's true nature, craving loses its grip. Attachment loosens. You become free to relate to your own body and others' bodies with wisdom rather than compulsion. This is one of the most liberating practices in the Buddhist tradition, precisely because it goes against everything our culture teaches us. It asks, what if the body isn't what you think it is? What if freedom lies in seeing it clearly? The third protective meditation is mindfulness of death. In a world that desperately tries to hide death, deny it, distract us from it, this practice does the opposite. It brings death into full awareness. Why would you do this? Because contemplating death transforms how you live. When you deeply understand that death is certain, that it could come in 100 years or in the next few minutes, your relationship to life changes completely. The trivial things you worry about lose their power. The things that truly matter become crystal clear. You stop postponing kindness. You stop wasting time on resentment. You stop clinging to possessions, reputation, and pleasure as if they'll last forever. Because you know in your bones that they won't. Here's how you practice. Sit quietly and reflect. Death will definitely come sooner or later. I might live to be 100, or I might have only moments left. Don't think of this as morbid. Think of it as honest. The most honest thing you can do is acknowledge what is universally true. This life will end. As you contemplate, visualize your own body transitioning from life to death. See the connection between your living body right now and the corpse it will one day become. These aren't distant realities. They're two phases of the same existence, intimately connected, right here, right now. You can also repeat to yourself, this life is so fragile. Death is certain. Everyone dies. One day, I will die. Death, death, death. It sounds heavy, but something remarkable happens. As you sit with this truth, your mind becomes focused, clear, and paradoxically, at peace. You begin to see your body and mind dying moment by moment, not just at the end of life, but constantly, in every passing instant. Your body becomes like a corpse, lying still. Your mind settles into deep concentration. The factors of meditative absorption arise, and you reach access concentration. But beyond concentration, this practice gives you something even more valuable. It gives you the courage to live fully, to be generous, to practice diligently, to love without holding back. Because you know your time is limited, and you refuse to waste it. Mindfulness of death isn't pessimistic. It's the most life-affirming practice there is. The fourth protective meditation is loving kindness, or metta. If the previous practices were about seeing through illusion and facing reality, this one is about transforming your heart. Loving kindness meditation helps you cultivate warmth, forgiveness, compassion, and gentleness. It protects you from anger, resentment, and the hardness that life can create in us. And it does something beautiful. It extends that warmth outward, touching everyone around you. The practice has specific guidelines. Don't start by directing loving kindness towards someone of the opposite sex, as this can stir up romantic attachment. Don't direct it towards someone who has died, as it won't be effective. And at the beginning, avoid people you hate, people you're too attached to, or people you feel neutral about. These will come later. Start with yourself. This is crucial. Wish for your own well-being, your own happiness, your own peace. Because if you can't genuinely wish yourself well, how can you wish it for others? Sit comfortably, relax your body and mind. Then recite inwardly, may I be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. May I have good health, peace, and happiness. May my body be free from illness. May my mind be free from suffering. May I live each day with joy, free from obstacles. Feel these words. Don't just repeat them mechanically. Let them sink in. Let yourself actually receive the blessing. Once you've established this feeling for yourself, extend it outward. Begin with your teachers, your spiritual mentors. May my teachers be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. May they have good health, peace, and happiness. May their bodies be free from illness. May their minds be free from suffering. May they live each day with joy, free from obstacles. Visualize them smiling, happy, at ease. Hold that image gently. Then move to your parents. May my parents be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. Your family members. May my family be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. Your relatives. May my relatives be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. Your friends. May my friends be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. Fellow practitioners. May all meditation practitioners be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. Neutral people, strangers you don't know. May all neutral beings be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. And finally, all beings everywhere. May all beings be filled with loving kindness and forgiveness. May they have good health, peace, and happiness. May their bodies be free from illness. May their minds be free from suffering. May they live each day with joy, free from obstacles. With each group, visualize them clearly. See them happy. See them well. Connect each phrase of your blessing to a mental image that matches it. Them filled with love. Them healthy. Them peaceful. Them joyful. If you're using this practice to share merit after meditation, you only need to recite this sequence once. But if you're using loving kindness to develop deep concentration, the approach is different. After directing loving kindness to yourself, choose one person of the same gender whom you deeply respect and admire. Focus on them exclusively. Visualize them. Wish them well. Repeat your blessing over and over. When your mind becomes steady and absorbed in their image, the learning sign and the radiant sign will appear. Continue, and you can reach the first, second, and even third levels of meditative absorption. Once you've succeeded with one respected person, practice with another. Do this with about 10 people in this category until you can enter the third absorption with any of them easily. Then move to people very close to you. Again, same gender only, and practice with about 10 of them in the same way. Build your skill gradually. When you've mastered this, here comes the real challenge. Practice with people you dislike or resent. If you've never truly hated anyone, you can skip this. But if there's someone who's hurt you, someone you struggle with, this is where the practice becomes transformative. Visualize them. Wish them well. Feel the resistance in your heart and keep wishing them well anyway. This is how you melt the hardness. This is how you free yourself from the prison of resentment. Work through about 10 people in this category, reaching the third absorption with each one. By the end, your heart will have become so soft, so open, that you can wish anyone well. Someone you admire, someone you love, someone neutral, or someone you once hated. The distinctions dissolve. Only kindness remains. There are 11 specific benefits to this practice. You sleep peacefully, without nightmares. You wake up refreshed. People, and even non-human beings, are drawn to you with affection. Divine beings protect you. Fire, poison, and weapons cannot harm you. Your mind concentrates easily. Your face becomes radiant and pleasant. You die without confusion. And if you develop loving kindness to a high degree, you may be reborn in the heavenly Brahma realm. But the real benefit is simpler and more immediate. You become someone who moves through the world with an open heart. And that changes everything. Before we close, there's a beautiful companion practice to loving kindness, the forgiveness meditation. This practice calms the mind and frees you from worry, fear, and anger over past mistakes, whether your own or someone else's. It works in 3 movements, like a complete circle of healing. First, you ask for forgiveness. Because of confusion and lack of clarity, I have acted, spoken, and thought in harmful ways that cause suffering to others and to other beings. I ask everyone to open their hearts with compassion and wisdom and forgive me. Feel the weight of your mistakes. Don't defend them. Don't justify them. Just acknowledge them and ask for forgiveness. Second, you offer forgiveness. I sincerely forgive all those who have acted, spoken, and thought in harmful ways that caused suffering to me. Let go of what they did. Not because it was okay, but because holding on to it hurts you more than them. And third, you forgive yourself. I sincerely forgive myself, and I vow from this day forward to do good, avoid evil, and keep my mind pure. This is perhaps the hardest step. We're often our own harshest judges. But freedom requires forgiving yourself too. When you practice this regularly, something inside you softens. The knots of guilt, resentment, and fear begin to loosen. You stop carrying the past like a stone in your chest. These 4 protective meditations, Recollection of the Buddha's virtues, Contemplation of impurity, Mindfulness of death, and loving kindness, aren't just ancient techniques. They're medicine for the modern mind. They protect you from craving, from anger, from fear, from the chaos of unconscious living. They create space for clarity, compassion, and genuine peace. You don't need to master all 4 at once. Choose the one that calls to you right now. Maybe you need the grounding of death awareness. Maybe you need the warmth of loving kindness. Maybe you need to see through attachment or deepen your faith. Start there. Practice consistently. And watch as these ancient shields begin to transform not just your meditation, but your entire life. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear which of the 4 practices speaks to you most. Leave a comment below. And if you'd like to go deeper into any of these meditations, let me know. I'll create more detailed guides. Until next time, may you be well, may you be peaceful, may you be protected,